All right, welcome to today's class on Command Smart Plans and eEdge drip campaigns. My name is Leah with Scott Leroy Marketing. In today's class, I'll be showing you how to get started on your smart plans in KW Command, how to add a contact in and get them rolling on a smart plan, and also the current way to utilize campaigns. Today is, let's see, I know we're in August 8th. All right, so that is the date of today's class. There are new updates coming out every day, every week with KW Command. So if you're watching this class later recorded, there might be some updates since. Mega Camp is next week, so that is typically when KW rolls out a lot of really big news and a lot of new updates for KW Command. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be great for you to learn how to utilize all this stuff today so you can get rolling on the new items that they launch coming up this week. All right, so first thing you'll want to do is log into Command. So how you would do that is we would go to agent.kw.com. And if you haven't already, it's a great thing to bookmark. Another quick tip about KW Command, Keller Williams International has said that Google Chrome browser is best to utilize with Command, and actually specifically incognito mode on KW Command. So before we log in, let me show you this cool tip if you don't already know how to log in to incognito mode on Chrome. So first of all, if you have Chrome on your computer, you can pull that open. If you do not have Chrome on your computer, I would definitely recommend downloading Chrome. You can literally go to google.com and type in download Google Chrome, and it will be the top option. Okay, so a lot of browsers, like I have a Mac personally, and Chrome tends to work the best with all this KW technology. Now, how to log in or how to open an incognito window. All right, on the top right of Chrome, you will see these three drop-down dots. All right, and all you'll want to do is click on New Incognito Window from there. So again, that's the three drop-down dots on the top right of Google Chrome, and then New Incognito Window there. And that will open up a new window for you, and you'll notice that the top bar is black, indicating that you're in incognito mode. Basically, it just doesn't store your cookies in cache, so it does tend to work the best with Command. All right, so just a quick side note there. And we are in agent.kw.com where you'll want to log in. Now, this username and password is the same username and password as myKW. All right, the username is not case sensitive, however, your password is. And if you can't remember your password, feel free to email support@scottleroymarketing.com. We can help you reset your password so you can join in on class. And we'll click sign in. All right, and that will take you right into KW Command. And where we'll want to start class is actually, we're going to start in settings. I'm trying to make my window a little bigger here. All right, so on the top right here, we do need to do a little bit of housekeeping before we get launched into Smart Plans today. And we'll want to go ahead and click on your name on the top right. And let's click on Settings from that drop down. So again, your name on the top right and Settings. And that will take you into the Command settings, as you might have guessed. And it more specifically takes you right into integrations. Now, there's a couple things that you'll need to do in order to utilize Smart Plans, and that is connect your MailChimp account. All right, so since I disconnected mine for class today, so I could show you guys on the very bottom, if you haven't already done this, under Marketing Automation, you will see a MailChimp option. Okay, it's a cute little monkey here in a hat. And you'll see it says MailChimp email campaigns. Okay, currently MailChimp is being used to send out any email campaigns within Command, so you will have to have that. All right, if you do not already have a MailChimp account, you can sign up for that very easily. Let me send out the link here to sign up for a MailChimp account if you don't already have one. Okay, that's just login.mailchimp.com/sign up. It literally just prompts you for your email address and name and password, I believe. So you can create that right away. Okay, but assuming that you already have that, and you can always come back later to do this, but I'll go ahead and click on Connect Account. Yes, KW has announced that they will be changing the provider that is sending out email campaigns in the future. For right now, if you want to utilize smart plans and email campaigns in Command, you will have to have a MailChimp account. In the future, though, they are talking about switching the provider from MailChimp to something else. It doesn't hurt to go ahead and set up a MailChimp account, as that is what they're utilizing right now, and it takes about 30 seconds to do, and it's free, which we like. All right, so you can go ahead and set that up just to use for now. Yeah, no problem. All right, so once you do set that up, you will notice that MailChimp moves from the bottom here to the top, not to throw you off. So all you had to do is click Connect Account on the right side of MailChimp, and then it will show you that it moves to the top, right? These are your connected apps at the top. It shows me I have MailChimp here for email campaigns. All right, one more thing I would recommend going ahead to do, if you have not already, let's go down to the productivity section and we'll see MailJet. Right, you'll see right here it says configure your reply to email address for monthly neighborhood nurture, and that is specifically what we are working on setting up in today's class. You'll be learning all about what this is even in just a moment here. But so we will need to establish our reply to email address. So if someone replies to an email we send out from Command, it replies to whatever your business email address may be. So if I click Connect Account on the right-hand side, all it does is it prompts you to put in your reply to email, so wherever you would like to receive emails back from your clients. Go ahead and enter that in. And of course, click Save Changes once you're done with that. And again, once you're done with that, it does move it to the top of your screen to your connected apps. All right, guys, and you can always edit this information from here once it's connected. You can always manage that or disconnect it if you ever need to, just a heads up. All right, on the right-hand side, now that we have the apps that we need connected, let's come to Connect settings on the left-hand side of your screen. We need to take a look at our marketing profile. So go ahead and click on Marketing Profile, and again, that's under Connect Settings. Now this marketing profile is very much like the My Account section of eEdge. All of the information in this marketing profile, you can scroll down to look at it all, will autofill onto any landing pages you create in Command, your smart plans, your new websites, as you've probably heard, the KW websites that are rolling out under Command. It will all feed from your marketing profile. It's really awesome, so you don't have to worry about changing your phone number in 500 different places. You can update all of your contact information from this marketing profile, and it will autofill on anything that you do in Command. So really awesome. Quick note before we go through this, and I'll just be scanning over this right now, we do set this up for agents. So if you would rather us go through and do this, feel free to fill out this form. Let me send this out. All right, it's scottleroymarketing.com/command. Okay, so after class, if you would like to fill that out, and let me make it a clickable link. Let me resend that. Well, guess we're not being clickable today, but you can copy and paste that into a browser, fill out the form you see, and we would be more than happy to set up your Command profile for you. All right, as you're going through this profile, please note that some fields are required. So if it says required or has a red asterisk next to the field, that means it will not allow you to save this until that is filled in. Okay. Specifically, probably the most difficult section of this is resizing the headshot here. It does have to be in this size, 360 by 360 pixels, for it to show properly or to look pretty stretched out. All right, and we can help you resize your headshot as well if it's not looking good in there. Feel free to email us anytime at support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we're happy to help you out as much as possible. Okay, and if you would like to try to resize your headshot yourself, you can go to pickresize.com. That is the website we use to resize photos. So that's a good one to use. Again, that was pickresize.com. Just some tips there. Now coming on down, you will need to add your headshot if you're doing this now, but we do need to go ahead and add in our first and last name. Okay, we see red asterisks, those are required. Okay, if it does not have a red asterisk, you do not have to fill that in to save it. Right, but it of course doesn't hurt to go ahead and put in your team name if you have one, your designations, Bio is a big one that we want to have in there. It really helps people connect to you if they see your bio on your website or your landing page. Okay, draw similarities to the client. We have our mobile phone and office phone that we'll want to enter in, and I totally know I'm going over this very fast. Okay, you'll want to come back later and fill this in or fill out that form I sent out for us to do that for you. Okay, we have our market center information, legal footer, okay, what to put here. If there is something in your region that you would like to put in that is required, you can use the legal footer for that, or you can put in each office as independently owned and operated, which is the typical legal footer you'll need to have. You can put in your social information here, okay, optional, so your social profiles, Facebook, Twitter, and your app. Okay, as you can see, that's all optional, but then you click save. And again, we can do that for you if you would like. So just a quick note on how to get back in here to do this after class. We would come up to your name on the top right, click on settings from that drop down, okay, and then on the left side we'll want to go to connect settings and marketing profile. That's how we got there, so you can come back after class to do that. All right, let's get rolling on our smart plans now that we have done our quote-unquote homework for this. So the first thing we'll need to do is have a contact in your database. So let's go ahead and click on the contact section on the left-hand side menu here. Now, as you're starting to learn these menu items and you're not sure what these icons mean quite yet, just a couple notes on that. You will notice if you hover your mouse on it and not click on the icon, it will pop up telling you what that icon does. Also, this menu icon on the top left, if I click on that, it will scroll out and just tell you what each one is. I find that's useful just as I'm trying to learn what each one means and learn the navigation of command. So just a quick note on that. We are in the contact section, the icon that looks like two people. And we'll want to go ahead and add in a contact. All right, so you can import your contacts into command. All right, and we are happy to help you with that. If you would like to email support@scottleroymarketing.com, we can help you import your contacts. Quick note, the import function is not working today. KW said they're doing an update to make this work more flawlessly, but we can go ahead and get your spreadsheet in queue if you would like to email us a spreadsheet, and we can import those in for you. But let's go ahead and click Add Contact on the top right. So we can add a contact in. If you have a contact already in there, great. It's always great to have a test contact in here just to test out all the fun command features. All right, so I'm going to put in Chandler Bing for any friends, fans. All right, and let's put it up in a fake email address. You can put in the email address that you have so you can see what it looks like when your contacts receive Smart Plan emails. Definitely recommended. Let's say I have chandlerbing@gmail.com. And you can, of course, add more information. All right, we do have a contact database management class for command that can be found on slmtraining.com. All right, so you can learn how to utilize your contacts more. But for right now, we just need to go ahead and put in some basic info, name, email address, and click Create on the bottom to get working on this for Smart Plans. Now that I have him entered in, I can search for my contact on the top left here. This is how you'll search through your contacts. So let's say I'm going to go ahead and pull up the contact I just made. So we got Chandler Bing here. And I can click on his name to pull that open. Okay, in short, you can open any of your contacts to work on this today. All right, so once we have a contact record open, the one thing that is absolutely necessary to utilize the Neighborhood Nurture Smart Plan is to assign neighborhoods to the contact. Okay, so you can do that a couple ways. That's pretty cool. This is a really awesome feature. Probably my favorite of command so far. So in the neighborhood section here, under the contact, you can click on Add Neighborhood. All right, so in theory, we would have talked to our client here, figured out what neighborhoods they are looking in. So you can click in the search for neighborhood. So let's say I'll start searching some neighborhoods in my area and click some from that list. Now once I choose one from the list here, okay, so just start typing in, you'll see a list that you can click from. It will then show you a map of where that community is, where that neighborhood is. So from here, I can add more neighborhoods in 3 different ways. And I like this. So first of all, you can continue searching just the way you were, just the way we did. You can also click Find on Map. So let's say I know the contact here wants to live in this general area. So maybe I think that the surrounding neighborhoods would also fit his criteria. So you can see that this is separated by neighborhoods, which is pretty awesome here. If I hover my mouse over any of the little sections here, it will pop up telling me what that neighborhood is. So I can go ahead and click on that neighborhood. It will put a check mark over the neighborhoods I'm selecting, and you can see it pops down here as well. Of course, if you make a mistake and didn't mean to add one, simply click the X. All right, so we can add in some more neighborhoods here and click Save. All right, so I can see these are the ones that have been added in. And so far we have searched from this drop down, and we can also find on a map. All right, I also think it's cool, it suggests neighborhoods. So these are neighborhoods around the area as well that they might be interested in. So you can click on any of these suggestions to add that in up here as well. Okay, so from here, you can click Preview. By the way, if you want to see what it will be sending out, if you have not looked at this, this is very cool, and this will be what is sent out on the Neighborhood Nurture Smart Plan here. So I just clicked on Preview right here, and it will open that in a different tab, so you can check out what this looks like. So Preview. And it will show you. This is a landing page of sorts, or a small little website that you created specifically for your client, depending on what areas they're looking in, what neighborhoods they're looking in. So you'll see the different neighborhoods that are right here on the top. If I click on that neighborhood, it will show me where it is on the map. Okay, they can zoom in to see the homes on the actual map, so they can see where it is in the neighborhood. They can click on the homes on the right-hand side to view further information on it, right? All the property details. They can sort it right up here. They can view this page in a variety of different ways, whether it be a list view, okay, the split view is what I'm on right now, or a map view, a total map of it. So pretty cool. And also, just a heads up, your client can add neighborhoods. So if they're looking in this area and they want to add a couple more neighborhoods, they can do so right here on the top left. All right. Even cooler. Now if we move over to the neighborhood stats here, it will show you some information about the neighborhood, the amount of homes for sale, pending, average price of the home, price per square feet, days on market. As we come on down here, we see that we can explore the neighborhood. So we have current stats, sold stats, right, transit and commute, which is very cool. So they can put in their place of work to see how far this neighborhood would be to their place of work. School information, insights, okay, which can be added from your command account, different things around the community, such as shopping or points of interest, as you can see here. Okay, so different points of interest already generated here as well, so they can click through this. So it really shows them a whole bunch about the neighborhood they're looking in. Very awesome, and it also has at the top here, we have an About Me page, and this is all generated from that marketing profile where we started class. Okay, so you can see how important it is for you to fill that out. That will automatically display here. Right, and they can contact you right from here as well. It's a very cool little website that it is sending out, very customized for your client. So that is what we are focusing on in today's class, how to send that out in a smart plan. So that is just a new tab, so you can leave that open, or if you want to X out of it, that is fine. We just want to come back to the tab that says Command Contacts on it. Okay. So now that we have added in the neighborhood, and again, please note you have to add in these neighborhoods first in order to set them up on a neighborhood nurture. Okay, we can now go to our smart plans. So we click on smart plans on the left-hand side. It looks like a little to-do list with a settings gear, I want to say. On the left-hand side icon, again, if I hover my mouse on it, it will tell me what that does. So this takes us over to the smart plans. And we'll see here the automate your action plans and checklists to create digital leverage. I would definitely recommend watching this little video right here after class. I watched it, and it explains really what Smart Plans does and gets you really excited. Looks very cool, so that's created by KWRI, of course. But in case you're not clear what a Smart Plan is, how they are defining it is a workflow management and automation tool Okay, so it's how you can automate your to-do list. It generates reminders to call your contacts, text your contact, and it also sends out emails, which will be coming more and more as these smart plans launch. So to go forward on our smart plans, we can go ahead and click here to manage your smart plans via Kelly Guide. So let's go ahead and click that teal button. All right, so once I click that, it takes me to this next page. What should I expect to get out of this guide? Learn how to set up smart plans and yourself for success. So the first step, we want to complete your marketing profile, which we already did, or which we're going to do after class. Okay. We're going to then activate smart plans, which we're going to do right now, and then review and confirm. So let's go ahead and click Get Started on the very bottom of this page. All right, first step, we are configuring your landing page. So this information here, it does pull automatically from the marketing profile. So if you have that information entered in, it'll just save you some time, but you can enter that in here as well. So we're configuring our landing page. So I'll go ahead and click on the first option, the branded header here. And anything that has a red asterisk is required. So it outlines the section we are editing at the top. So we have our name, which of course you can adjust if needed. You can put your team name if you are on a team, and your website as well. And it will update automatically, so you can make any changes here and see how it updates on the top here. All right, and you can also update your team logo here as well, and I believe that will just put it right here, or maybe next to it. All right, so you can upload a photo here, and if you need any help adding that in, of course, we're happy to do so. Just shoot us an email. And then we'll click Next on the bottom right. Whoops. Well, that was good for me to show you guys. So I make sure that when you are adding in your website address, it looks like it has to have the https:// on the bottom or prior to your website for it to take it. Just a heads up. And now I'll click Next. And it'll let me go forward. So on this next page here, the About page, so About Me, we want to have our headshot loaded in. That may already be pulling from the marketing profile. Our DBA logo, just doing business as logo. You can add in your license number. Your office phone number, your email address, mobile phone, and market center name. And as you scroll down, you can see all the information that we can put in here. Again, we want to make sure that our bio is entered in. That is one of the most important things to brand yourself and to connect with clients, as I mentioned before. So if you don't already have a bio written up, feel free to take some time to write that up. Maybe your past schooling, how long you've been in real estate, your hobbies. Okay, so if someone goes on and sees your bio and sees, hey, they like hockey, I like hockey. Okay, it draws a connection and gives me a reason to give you a call out of all the realtors that I have seen, because we have that in common. Just a quick marketing tip. Then you can add in your credentials here, okay, whether that be salesperson, broker/realtor. Just a heads up, if you're typing the word realtor, that does need to be in all caps because realtor is a trademarked word. And then I can click Next on the bottom here. So once I click Next on the bottom, it will take me to my social media. So I can put in my social media links. If you are putting in your social media links, that does need to be the entire link. So facebook.com/ and then whatever your branding may be. Oops. You can also put in your KW app link here, and it will generate this download my app option here. Great way to market your app. This is not required information here. So you can go ahead and click Next on the bottom right. to move forward to, I believe, the last section, which is your legal footer. Again, check in with your broker in charge to see if there's anything that's required on your legal footer for your area. But if not, you can go ahead and put in each office is independently owned and operated. And click Next. All right. Now it takes us to the second step. So we did step 1, as you can see on the top here. We did the marketing profile check. Now we're on to step 2, configure accounts. So we have already configured your reply to email address. That's what we did at the beginning of class. You can always edit that. Again, that is where if anyone replies to an email sent out, this is where it will reply back to. Under here, you will see you can also text from the system. So this update, I believe, was just done overnight. This was not here yesterday when I was checking all this out. So you can connect a Twilio account to send out text messages from the system. That is a paid service. So if you would like to sign up for Twilio, and I believe you just add a balance to your Twilio account and it will send out, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think it costs about 3 cents per text message to send out is how it's based. So it's on a per text message basis. You can just load money into your account to send those out. Of course, check out Twilio. You can click configure right here and it will open your Twilio account to prompt you to log in and create an account. So you can check that out further there. And then we can click continue on the bottom here. All right, and that will take us to, now we can see we're in step 3, our smart plans. Now, a couple notes on this. So KW has said they are rolling out 2 smart plans per week, or per every other week, I believe it is, until Mega Camp. So literally, I was in here looking at all this yesterday, and today I came in before class and saw that this is a brand new smart plan that they just put in here yesterday or overnight. So they are really launching new ones every other week here, and when Mega Camp rolls around, which is again next week, we foresee them launching a whole bunch of more smart plans and a bunch more features in Command. So it'll be quite the Command party. Okay, so the idea of a smart plan here, so you'll notice, for example, the main ones to utilize for right now are these monthly neighborhood nurtures. So the monthly neighborhood nurture or bi-weekly neighborhood nurture. Okay, of course, the main difference between those two is the frequency that those are sending out. So if you want that to send out on a monthly basis or every other week. All right, I'll tell you a description here. This is a monthly email that helps you reach out to clients, leads, or recruits to show real-time market data specific to their neighborhoods, right? That's the neighborhood page that we saw just a moment ago from the contacts. You'll see right here that there are 3 steps in the smart plan, and all contacts is the target. So I can go ahead and click on view steps right from here. It will show you the steps to the smart plan. You can do this for each of the smart plans to check those out. So for this smart plan specifically, it sends an email, that monthly neighborhood nurture, the neighborhood landing page we were looking at. It delays it for 4 weeks, and then it repeats the process. Very soon, it will have the option to create your own custom smart plan, so you can customize how frequently you want it to go out, right? That's the delay, and add different steps to your smart plan. So that is coming. Right now, though, it's just these set smart plans. Now, to activate a smart plan, you can simply click Add Contact right here. Okay, or it will do the same thing if you click on it on the right-hand side here, the little person with a plus sign. So you can add contacts either way. Now, when I click Add Contacts, it will only pull up the contacts that have neighborhoods added in, right? So I don't see all of my contacts here. I only see the contacts that have neighborhoods entered in. So I can click the checkbox to the left of whichever contacts I would like to add to the smart plan. Of course, you can search by their name here, select all, or search by tags as well. Okay, right, tags are the groups in Command. Once I select the people I'd like to add to the smart plan, as you might have guessed, I'll go ahead and click Add to Smart Plan on the very bottom. Okay, it gives me this confirmation that 2 contacts were added to the smart plan, and I can X out of that. All right, so once I have added the contacts to that smart plan, I can now go ahead and click Next on the very bottom right. It will give me a summary of what I have done. Okay, it tells me which smart plans I have enabled, and I can click Continue on the top, on the right-hand side here, and it tells me what's next. Okay, just some things I can do next. So you can read through all this, and you can click here to go to those items it mentions. And then all you have to do is now X out of it on the top right teal bar. And that is how easy it is to set up a smart plan. So let me show you a couple more things about smart plans. So first of all, let me show you from a contact what it looks like if they have smart plans added, so you can tell if your contact is on a smart plan. So if I go back to the contact section on the left-hand side here, and I can search for the contact. So let's say I'm searching for my Chandler Bing contact, and I click on his name to open that up. Okay, on the right-hand side here, first of all, it shows you a timeline of any activity, but what I want to show you specifically is the Smart Plans tab here. So this will show you any smart plans that this contact is on. You can trash it if you want to remove them from that smart plan. And you can also go directly to add them to more smart plans just by clicking Add to Smart Plan on the top right here. Okay, so you can get to smart plans right from your contact record. All right. Now, there are some smart plans that will generate reminders. So some of the smart plans will remind you to call your contact or text your contact. If it does generate a reminder, let me show you where that goes to. So on the left-hand side here, I believe that'll be your task manager. So it looks like a little to-do list, checkboxes here. These will be your reminders or your tasks to do. And this is where it will automatically generate if you have a task due. So yesterday I was working on the smart plans to play around with them, and I added this contact to a smart plan. Right, and I can see my task for today is telling me, let's say, to add a neighborhood. I didn't have a neighborhood for him. Or this is another generated smart plan reminder, a quarterly call, right, is prompting me to call my contact. All right, or send your client the property, let's see. Property disclosure. Okay, that one I think I was just playing with. But you can click on the reminder here to see that big. Okay, you can also click on the contact name from here to go right to it. Go right to the contact. So you can go to your contacts from here as well. You can also mark if it is done. So you can snooze it here or archive it. And you can mark it as complete. Okay, so that's just by clicking the checkbox right here to complete it. All right, so that is how you will view your tasks for these smart plans. All right, so those were the main items that I wanted to show you for these smart plans. Start playing around with them. Again, many more of them are coming with a mega camp next week. With that being said, I'm going to show you now the main way to utilize campaigns. Now, right now, campaigns, email drip campaigns are not fully active within Command, so we would recommend using the eEdge drip campaigns for the time being. All right, so I'm going to show you how to set up an eEdge drip campaign to get your contacts on a campaign immediately. So it's really great to have your contacts on a campaign, and I'll explain why in just a moment here, but just to make sure everyone is on the same page, we are now going to go to mykw.kw.com. So if you want to pull up a new tab and go to mykw.kw.com, if you're not familiar with email drip campaigns, what that is a series of emails, let's say 33 over the course of a year, that will send to your clients to help you stay top of mind for them. So maybe they're not looking to buy a home today, but they have been seeing a realtor marketing in their email address for the past few months, so they know exactly who to call when they are ready to buy or sell. So really great. It's a very few easy steps to utilize. Your contacts will need to be in your eEdge database as well, and we are more than happy to import your contacts into both Command and eEdge so you can utilize both systems while we're going through this transition. Again, feel free to email support@scottleroymarketing.com and we can help you out with that. So to get into your eEdge drip campaigns, let's go ahead and focus our attention to the eEdge control panel on the top center of your screen and click on the plus sign to the right of My Marketing. So plus sign to the right of My Marketing, and again, I have switched systems, so I am now in mykw.kw.com. And we're going to go ahead and click on Manage and Create Campaigns. So second option down, Manage and Create Campaigns. And that will take you into your eEdge drip campaigns. And again, these are the campaigns that you'll want to be utilizing at this time. It is August 8th. So this is what we're utilizing for the time being until Command campaigns fully launch. All right, so when you are taken to your campaigns, you'll see any campaigns that you currently have launched and all the information for those campaigns. Okay, you'll see the campaign name, their status, how many contacts you have on that campaign, if you have any groups set up on the campaign. I'll be explaining this more in just a moment. We have steps here, shows you how many email steps would be in that campaign. If those are set to go to a next campaign after that campaign is finished. And of course, on the right-hand side here, you can see performance or duplicate your campaign. Okay. Now to add a new campaign, we'll go ahead and click this big blue button on the top right here to add a new campaign. Now we'll then take you to all the campaigns that you have available. With the basic eEdge account, you will have 63 results found, as you can see. So there's 63 different campaigns that you can check out. There's a search box on the left-hand side that you can search through campaigns. So let's just take a look at that so I can explain these to you. So delivery schedule, the biggest difference between date campaigns and interval campaigns. The date campaigns may be something like a holiday campaign where there's a certain date that it will send out on, right? So if you would like the Thanksgiving card to send out on Thanksgiving, right, those will be date campaigns. Versus an interval campaign will be more like if you add the client to the campaign, it will send them an email one day after the client is added to the campaign, and then again after 2 weeks of being added to the campaign. Okay, so that's the difference between date and interval campaigns. We also have birthday and anniversary campaigns where it will send out birthday cards or emails to your contacts, and anniversary campaigns as well. Of course, their birthday and anniversary would have to be entered into their contact record in eEdge for those to go out. All right, so you can choose that. There are also collections if you would like to choose, maybe you're trying to target buyers or sellers or your sphere here. And there's also a campaign title option that we'll use in just a moment here. And you can also create your own custom campaign if you would like to go through and manually pick the pieces that are being sent out. All right, of course, that's a little more time-consuming method as it is custom. So for right now, my personal favorite, so there are 3 main types of campaigns. Right? There's an 8x8 campaign. That email will send out 8 emails in a series of 8 weeks. And the 8x8s are generally more specific to buyer or seller. Okay, so if you have your contacts grouped in the buyer group or seller group, that would be really great to utilize the 8x8s. Right? As that is more specific to buyer or seller, as you can see here. Another type of campaign, there's also a 12 direct. I'm going to scroll down so you can see the different kinds. We have a 12 direct, which is a series of 12 emails over the course of a year. And you'll notice here in this white box within the campaign, it shows you how many email steps, direct mail steps, and activity steps are in the campaign. Okay, we like email steps. I mean, personally, I like the email steps because it's all free. It doesn't charge me. Of course, the mail steps, if it does send out any mailers, that will cost you. And of course, you'll have to have their physical address and their contact record. And the activity step will just generate reminders of what to do, maybe to call your contact. All right, so that is the second one, is a 12 direct. And the third one is a 33 touch, which is a series of 33 emails over the course of a year. That is my personal favorite. I like the 33 touch because it sends out, approximately 2 emails per month, right? 33 over the course of a year. So I feel like it is staying in their inbox and marketing to them. However, it is not inundating them with emails. I don't know about you, but I am quick to unsubscribe from emails that are annoying and I feel like are spammy, and I am getting every day, right? So 33 touch will reach out to them, and I believe to be a more moderate way. So I'm going to search for the 33 touch and the campaign title on the left-hand side. You can choose any of these that you would like, but just to show you how you can search on the left-hand side, if I go ahead and put in 33 touch and click search, it will pull up all the 33 touches, which again are my personal favorites, but totally up to you which one you'd like to use. I will show you the name of the campaign and if it is an email campaign. And again, you can see the different kinds of steps in that campaign. And you can also click Show Campaign Step Details. Right, that darker gray bar here will show you the campaign details. So if you would like to click on each one of these pieces to preview what will go out, you are more than welcome to before selecting the campaign. Just a heads up, when you do preview this, it will show Ellen Smith, this generic contact information on the bottom. When it actually goes out, it actually autofills your contact information on the bottom. And after we're done here, I'll be showing you how to double check what contact information goes out so you can make sure that's correct. You don't have to do anything. It will just automatically put your contact info. So don't want to throw you off with lovely Miss Ellen Smith here. All right, so back to the campaigns. Sorry, I clicked close on the bottom right here to get out of that. Just one more thing I want to note before we click on a campaign to utilize, there are team emails in here as well. So that really just puts everything in a we and us form as opposed to me and I, okay, to market yourself as a team. So if you're on a team or just a single agent, you can pick your campaign accordingly. So now that I found the campaign that I'd like to utilize, I'll go ahead and click Choose This Template on the top right here. And it will take me to a few easy steps that I need to do to activate this campaign. Now, the first step here, this review and configure steps, you do not have to do anything. Okay, you can, however, personalize it. So if you want to go in and add personal content to each one of these pieces or personalize the email subject sending out, you most certainly can. However, it is not a required step. These pieces are already good to go. So whenever I know I'm helping agents out do this, all you need to do from here is scroll down to the very bottom here, the very bottom, and click Save and Continue. Okay, but again, just to reiterate, you can click Personalize to the right of each one if you would like to, not required by any means. All right, and I can click Save and Continue. And just a heads up, guys, you can come back at any time to edit those. So for right now, just make sure you click that Save and Continue. And we'll want to go to Step 3, Add or Remove Contacts. This is a necessary step in order to launch your campaign. So I clicked on that Step 3, Add or Remove Contacts. And it will show me 2 tab options at the top here. So we have the Groups option or the Contacts option. If you have your contacts split up into groups, this does make your life pretty easy. Let's say you have a buyer's group and a seller's group set up. If I were to click Add, so if I add groups from here, let's say I want my buyers to receive this and my open house visitors and my sellers. Okay, let's say. Now, anytime in the future that I add more contacts to the buyer group, for example, it will automatically add that contact to the campaign without me having to do that step. So let me say that one more time. It's a huge time saver. So if I'm adding groups to the campaign, as I've added these 3 groups. Right now in the future, if I add another contact to my database and put that contact in the buyer group, it will automatically put them on this drip campaign without me having to do anything further. Okay, so that entire group, anyone put in that group will automatically be put on the campaign. Really cool feature. All right, but you can also add by contacts. So you'll see on the top left here, we have two different tabs here. So I have this contacts tab, and it's only showing you your eligible contacts, by the way. So if you're looking at this number, like, all right, I have more contacts in here than that. It's only showing you contacts with working email addresses, okay? They have to have an email address in, and it has to be a working email address. So that will be checked, and that's a good thing to leave checked. You can search by status here, or search for them, or you can simply click Add All Contacts, which I generally do. Okay, if I'm sending out a campaign, I like to just throw all my contacts on there. All right, so I'm marketing to my sphere and clicking Save Changes on the top right. All right, of course, this column on the right-hand side shows you who's currently on the campaign, and on the left-hand side is anyone who is not on the campaign. Okay, so if I remove someone, this shows me they're not on the campaign, just to clarify. And I can click Save Changes on the top right. Now I just have to do one more step here, and that is step 4, Review and Activate. All right, this always pops up, so you can always click Continue. You're fine. I know it looks alarming, but just go ahead and click Continue. And you have to click that first checkbox, okay, that you have previewed the campaign. You do have a couple more options here, so you can, if you would like, this is saying once the contact completes a campaign, you can automatically add them to this next campaign, so a monthly newsletter, for example. Okay, so that's just an option here, or you can select none. You can also click this checkbox right here, and it will include your showcase properties on the email, so that maybe I'll put your listings on the bottom, or you can choose which listings will go out, and that prompts people to come over to your website to search further. But you don't have to check that. And I can click Activate Campaign. Once I do that, it will take me back to all of my campaigns, where I can see now my 33 touch has been added in. It has 704 contacts added on in 3 groups, and this will show you how many email steps and activity steps are on this campaign. Okay, so that is how you'll set up an email drip campaign within eEdge, and again, that is the method that you'll want to utilize for now. It's great to go ahead and throw your contacts on a campaign. The last thing I want to show you in class is I just want you to overview the information that will autofill on these campaigns when they go out, your contact information. So to check that out, let's go up to Account on the top right gray toolbar and click My Account from that drop down. So that was Account on the top right gray toolbar, and then My Account from that drop down. Okay, I'm going to point out the information that will go onto the campaign specifically for you to check out. Now you can click Edit on the top here to edit any of these fields. So first of all, I clicked Edit on the top left, just a heads up. All right, you can make sure your name, your display name is correct here. Obviously kind of important. All right, we want to make sure our phone numbers are correct on the right-hand side. So if you would like to have your office number and your cell phone number, so cell phone and office, you can include both of those right here. This is very important, the external email address. Okay, this is the email address that it will reply back to. So if you send out an eEdge drip campaign and someone clicks to reply, this is where it will reply back to. So please make sure you have your external email address entered in, your business email. And once that's entered in, make sure right under it, you'll see the marketing and reply to email. This drop down is where you're selecting it replies back to. So we want to make sure that's our external email that we have entered in here. Very important. We want to make sure we have our website entered in on the right-hand side. That will autofill on the campaigns. Of course, we have our address correct, and our mobile app will go onto the campaigns as well. Okay, so you can overview this information to make sure all looks correct. And click Save. Now once I save that, a couple more pieces that you'll want to take a look at as I scroll down. We can put in our social media options here, okay, our accounts, and that will put icons on the bottom of your campaigns for your social media. And we can add our headshot in. For your headshot, you will want to make sure that is entered in the first 2 boxes only. Okay, this marketing image is what goes on the campaign. Make sure not to put your headshot in this 3rd spot on the bottom here, as that will put your headshot on the campaign twice. This marketing logo is for if you have like a team logo. So not a KW logo, there's already one that goes on it necessarily, unless it's your KW brokerage logo, so with your brokerage name on it. But if you have like a Bass Properties as a team name for this agent, so you can include your logo for that, and it will put that on every campaign that goes out. All right, guys, so this is the information that will autofill on your campaigns. Check it over, make sure all looks good before those campaigns send out. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to reach out to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com. We respond to emails within 5 to 10 minutes during normal business hours. We respond really fast, and we are more than happy to help you get integrated with Command and get adjusted to the new system as we're crossing over. Also, keep an eye out for all the new features launching in Command come next week from MegaCamp. So exciting things on the horizon for KW technology. Let us know as you have questions, and we will help you learn all this fun stuff. I hope you have a great Friday Eve. Enjoy the rest of your day, and let us know as you need help. Take care, guys.